Hello there. In this video, we're going to be discussing Instagram TV. A lot of you might think Instagram TV is a complete and total utter waste of time, but that is just simply not the case. If you have the availability to create an Instagram TV series, it's just another way to keep people engaged with your Instagram account. And you can also utilize a lot of your Instagram TV videos on YouTube. So there's no reason at all why you personally can't create content that you can utilize on multiple platforms. Cross promoting is a great strategy to always think of including in your actual strategy when it comes to Instagram. Is this content something I can share on another platform that makes sense? Good question to continue asking yourself as you create content throughout the course. Instagram TV is probably one of my favorite new things to start working on when it comes to me and my brand. For a long time, I utilized Instagram TV as a way to update people on everything going on in my life. But instead, I have now changed it to incorporate an Instagram TV series where I give Instagram tips and tricks, and that also includes Instagram tips when it comes to utilizing Facebook and Instagram ads. So, without further ado, let's dive right into how to use Instagram TV, how to upload to and from your desktop, and everything that you need to do to make sure everyone sees your Instagram TV post.
How to upload an Instagram TV video from your desktop. So go to your profile. Then what you'll do next is hit IGTV. And you'll notice you'll have this great little upload button available. Go ahead and click on that. And then you'll simply upload your video. I have mine sitting on the desktop. We're going to hit open. And this is important. You want to make sure that you have a solid cover image. I have mine located in my downloads. I'm going to open. And now it's for sure going to have this photo as the cover. Next, you'll type in your description. And then you'll type in your description. Now when I'm typing pretty quickly, I tend to miss a few things. So I go back and make sure that I have all of this read. Now, one thing I like to do too is utilize the Grammarly app. And it looks like everything looks good. So we're going to go back. And don't forget to add in your hashtags. I still like to do the dots at the bottom, and then I keep all of my hashtags located in my notes folder on my computer, which allows me to really dive in and see where I can find all of my hashtags. So I go over here, find one that might work the best. And again, you can download all of my hashtags in one of the free giveaways that I have. Now that I am done, I'm going to hit post, and it's going to upload this video. And once it's done uploading, it'll be located in my Instagram IGTV feed as well as my Instagram page. And that is Alright, so I'm going to show you different ways that you can share your Instagram TV content once you have published it to your Instagram account. So what I'm doing here is I'm sharing the post directly from my feed. And then I'm creating a little bit of engagement for the Instagram story specifically. Just typing in a question, you can use the questions box, or if you want to do little GIFs or whatever you want to do, you can do that as well. And then once I have typed in my question as it relates to this video, I will change the color, and then I'm going to place it on this video here. There we go. I really love how Instagram Stories has those lines so that you can line stuff up. Make sure everything looks nice and centered. And then once I am done typing out this little piece of writing, I'm going to put this down here. Oh, it deleted it. Be careful with where you're placing stuff when you go down below the where the typical delete button is going to populate itself, and just be cautious, because it can accidentally delete it like it just did for me. And also be cognizant of where the send message button is going to be down below, so that your GIFs or your image or your writing is not going to be cut off by that send message piece. What I'm doing here is I'm just grabbing an arrow, and then I'm going to adjust the size of that arrow. There we go. Again, using those guidelines, make sure the arrow is nice and centered, and then I'll just add story. Then we'll scroll down and I'll find another Instagram TV story or Instagram TV piece that I published a while ago that will create a little post for too. Something you should always do is if you have an Instagram TV series that you talk about pretty consistently, don't republish it on your Instagram feed. You can republish it on your Instagram stories though. So let's say like today I'm giving tips on how to create cool experiences for your Instagram ads. So I'll share that and you can just do a quick, easy share like I just did. Or I can get a little bit more in depth and pull an image. So let's use this one as an example. And then I can create something that's a little more fun, maybe more comic-y. I'm going to use a thought bubble. I think that's different. Not a lot of people use thought bubbles, at least people I follow on Instagram. And then I'll type in a message here. And you can change the color of that text and then the style of the text too. And then I'll place it into that bubble once I'm done typing this out. How do I create a unique experience through IG and Facebook ads? There we go. Change it to black. I like to use the typewriter font. I think it's not used by tons of people. And I prefer to use stuff that is not commonly used, that I'll adjust. Like we had the Instagram follow grid lines before, but that wasn't pulling up this time, and that's because I'm placing it over the top of a GIF. Next, I added the swipe up action for Instagram TV videos. You can use this feature even if you don't have thousands of followers. If you have 100 followers and you're doing Instagram TV stuff, you can 100% use that swipe up action. So what I'm doing right now is I am fixing the placement of whatever happens with this. This is a feature that really bothers me. You have to be really careful with where you place your stuff and which pieces of content you touch when you're creating an Instagram TV or an Instagram story. And then I'm just going to add a swipe up little icon there. Cool. Add. Next, you can choose to create something or pull an image or literally whatever you want. Sky is the limit. You can do anything you want with Instagram stories. And I highly recommend, changing it up. Add different styles to your Instagram TV. This doesn't necessarily have to be on brand all the time. Instagram stories and Instagram TV are just different ways you can create fun and engaging content. And then the way that you share that content on Instagram stories is going to be a totally different way, maybe non-branded, because you want to focus on, catching people's attention. People will just scroll through Instagram stories super, super fast, and creating something that is weird looking and funny or references a pop culture memory or inspires nostalgia, like that's a really fun way to keep people engaged and gain their attention so they don't keep scrolling past your Instagram stories. They stop and they pay attention. So we're just gonna adjust this, make it weird and all over the place. I don't normally go for things that are this weird, but this is just an example of what you could do. So right now I'm just going to type in some extra text, and then we'll change the color of that so that it stands out a little bit more from the black text that we have above and the GIF that we have below and the GIF we have in the background. There's a lot going on. I don't recommend using something that is this noisy in terms of the way that it looks. But if that is something that appeals to your audience, then you should definitely utilize that. But again, it just depends on what you have going on in terms of your audience's preferences. We'll add that swipe up action one more time, and then we'll add that to story. And easy peasy lemon squeezy. Next, what I'm going to do is I am going to record myself talking and kind of show you guys how this can be a great option too. I prefer to talk to all of my followers with my face instead of just using a bunch of different images and text. I find it to be a little more personal. And then from there, what I'll do is I'll just add some of my own text and give a little descriptor of what the Instagram TV video is that I want people to look at and review. And then from there, what I'll do is adjust the color and add a little bit of styling to it so that it looks engaging and interesting and fun. Just typing out my content. There we go. Always select colors and background colors that are easy to read and kind of go with the general color scheme of the image or the video that you're using. Right now, you can use stickers like stay home and thank you that allow people to find your content more easily within a specific kind of feed. This feature is something that I really like to use when I am posting something I want attention on. I don't use it on every single one of my posts though, then people are just gonna scroll past it and not want to pay attention. You can draw arrows there like I just did, but I like to use GIF arrows instead. I think they're a little bit more interesting and fun and generally aren't sloppy like hand-drawn ones. You can use a stylus if you really want to do hand-drawn stuff, which is easy to find online on Amazon. But ultimately, I just like to keep it simple and easy with utilizing the GIFs and images available to you on Instagram.
So much for watching this video. If you have any questions when it comes to Instagram TV, you can check my tips and tricks that I have up on my Instagram TV, or you can hit us up in the Facebook group and we can all have a little big in-depth chat on Facebook about Instagram TV and how we can make it better for you.